Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of a real courtroom battle. This case involves two honest roommates and a landlord who claimed they left his apartment in terrible condition. As the case unfolded, evidence revealed a much deeper issue, a misunderstanding that turned into conflict. It was a landlord who trusted his memory more than facts, against tenants who documented everything. That documentation made all the difference. This is the story of the vanishing deposit case. Sophia and Liam, two roommates, had lived in a two-bedroom apartment for exactly 1 year. When they moved in, they did something many renters forget. They took photos of everything. They captured details like small scratches on the hardwood floor, a loose cabinet hinge, and a faint stain behind a bedroom door. Nothing major, but important to record. They emailed these photos to themselves and saved them, just in case. The landlord, Marcus Turner, handed over the keys with a simple smile, stating, "Place is in great condition. Just keep it clean." It sounded like the start of a normal rental year, but little did they know, this simple exchange would become central to a legal dispute. A year later, the lease ended. Sophia received a job offer out of state, and Liam planned to move closer to his family. They both agreed to leave the apartment in spotless condition, dedicating 2 full days to cleaning every room. They even hired a cleaning service to ensure everything looked perfect, leaving no stone unturned. Before handing the keys back, they repeated their move-in process, taking fresh, time-stamped photos. They matched every corner of the apartment to their initial move-in photos, ensuring everything looked the same, perhaps even better. They were confident their $1,200 security deposit would be returned without issue. But they were wrong, very wrong. 2 days after moving out, Sophia received a message from Marcus, the landlord. He wrote, "I'm keeping the entire deposit. The place needs repairs. Floor scratched, cabinet broken, wall stains, cleaning needed." Sophia stared at the message, confused. She called Liam, who was equally confused. They knew none of those problems were caused by them. They tried calling Marcus, but he ignored their calls. They texted him asking for proof, and he simply replied, "I'll send photos soon." But the pictures he eventually sent were strange. The lighting looked different, the stains seemed darker, and the floor scratches appeared deeper. Something wasn't adding up, and so they decided to take Marcus to court. When the court hearing date arrived, both roommates came prepared with photos, receipts, and a printed timeline. Marcus, the landlord, walked in with a single folder containing only a few printed photos, taken 2 days after the tenants left. That alone raised suspicion. In the courtroom, the judge asked Marcus a simple question. "Why did you take photos 2 days later? Why not immediately?" Marcus shrugged and replied, "I was busy. Maintenance went in before me. Maybe the cleaning crew too." This was a big mistake. That statement weakened his entire claim, as anyone could have caused the damages if multiple people entered before he documented them. The judge kept listening carefully as Sophia and Liam presented their side calmly and professionally. They showed their move-in photos, move-out photos, the cleaning service receipt, and a personal move-out checklist. The judge compared both sets of photos side by side, and what she saw was very clear. The scratches in Marcus's photos were old, already present in the move-in photos. The cabinet hinge issue looked exactly the same before and after, and the wall stain? It was faint in both the move-in and move-out photos. Nothing was significantly different. The judge placed Marcus's photos next to theirs and shook her head. This was not looking good for the landlord. Just when the case seemed almost decided, something unexpected happened. Liam mentioned their neighbor, Kara, had seen the apartment. The judge allowed her to speak. Kara explained she visited the night before the move, and the apartment looked clean, neat, and undamaged. Then she said something even more important. "The cabinet hinge has been loose since last year. I even told Marcus about it." The courtroom fell silent. "Do you have proof?" the judge asked. Kara nodded and pulled out her phone. There it was, a time-stamped message from 10 months earlier, a message she sent to Marcus about the loose hinge. This single piece of evidence changed everything. Marcus looked down, embarrassed. When questioned, Marcus admitted he might have forgotten about that message. He tried to defend himself, saying, "I manage many units. I can't remember every small issue." But the judge replied calmly, "That's why landlords must keep records. Tenants shouldn't pay for your forgetfulness. Marcus had no response. After reviewing everything, the judge delivered her verdict slowly and clearly. She stated, the floor scratches were not caused by the tenants, and the hinge was pre-existing. The wall stain was already there, and the cleaning was properly documented. Crucially, the landlord's late photos were deemed unreliable. She ruled that Marcus had no legal reason to keep the deposit. She ordered Marcus to return the entire $1,200 deposit, plus $150 in court fees, for a total of $1,350. Case closed. This story highlights the critical importance of documenting everything when renting.